Hello Shisha, welcome to 2014 KVPY question paper discussion. As we move on, I try to learn about this. You might have come across something about Human Genome Project, which took nearly 10 years to finish. You know, this is a library which consists of the entire information. If you want to go through each chromosome information, it takes nearly 9.5 years and continuously have see how great is it. And you can see the great person here, the James Watson, who has most of his genes sequenced during that project. So he can proudly say that his genes are in the library. Great. As we move on, we learn about the questions here. So for the sixth one, individuals of one kind occupying a particular geographic area at a given time are called population. And next, what fraction of assimilated energy is used in respiration by herbivores? It's approximately 30%. I'm not able to come with any logical explanation for this. So if you have anything, please share. And for the eighth one, athletes are often trained at higher altitude because they, they have to get more red blood cells. That is the option why they trained at the higher altitudes. Let's move on to next slide. For the ninth one, human brain, uh, two cerebral hemispheres are connected by a bundle of fibers, which is known as the corpus callosum. Let's have a look at the image here. Option D is right answer here. Takes a while to open the image. Oh, it's too late. Here you can see in the middle of this you'll find the corpus callosum, which is the junction of two regions of brain. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Which one of the following hormones is produced by the pancreas? So we knew that pancreas have multiple functions. It produces three different secretions, where one of that is endocrine in nature and two other are exocrine in nature. So here the answer is option B, so which is glucagon here. Next, the stalk of a plant leaf is derived from which one of the following types of plant tissue? So here again collenchyma is right answer. And next, 52nd one, which one of the following muscle types cannot be used voluntarily? I want you to remember we have only three types of muscles: smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, and striated muscle. So smooth and cardiac muscles are cardiac muscle complete involuntary, and even the smooth muscle as well. So here option C is right answer here. Next, the pulmonary artery carries pulmonary artery. Here when the prefix pulmonary comes, it reverses its function. So it carries the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. The third one, option A is right answer. Next, 54th one, both gout and kidney stone formation is caused by the uric acid crystals actually. 54th one, option B is right answer. You can see nothing but the swelling of joints, and it's so painful as well. Mostly you can see in your old age people at your homes. So the compositions may be smaller, but still it's so painful. And that's why it's always advisable to have enough amount of water for your body functions. When it might be cause of that result. So take more water and be sure that you're away from these ones. Next, the auditory nerve gets its inputs from which of the following? So here the answer is cochlea, the sense cells of cochlea here. So there is the answer, and whereas the other ones are not actual options here. Sense of cochlea. Next, 56th one. Which one of the following organelles contains earthly DNA? So again and again you can see the same question about semi-autonomous organelles, mitochondria, chloroplast or plastids. So that is the answer. Next, 57th one. A reflex action does not involve. So it does not involve brain here. Next, which one of the following options is true about photosynthesis? So H2O is getting oxidized and the CO2 is getting reduced is the right option here, whereas the other ones, there is one more name for photosynthesis, even it is called as CO2 assimilation, sorry, or carbon assimilation. So that's another name. So why they have given that name? Because the major role of photosynthesis is how they reduce the carbon dioxide and convert into the carbohydrates. Let's move on to next slide. Human red blood cells do not contain. So they do not contain mitochondria. So whereas the other ones are essential even at its maturity. No, when the RBC or pre-erythrocytes are being produced at the third stage of their production, they just stop. They will not contain mitochondria anymore. And even you may get some more questions like how does it can survive as a cell inside the body? Even it can undergo anaerobic respiration. Usually it depends on anaerobic respiration only. Alright, next, last question of part A. A person was saved from poisonous snake bite bitten by anti-venom injection. So following immunity explains this form of protection. So obviously, if it is artificially given the anti-venom, so artificially acquired, so passive immunity. Got it? So it is artificial, and it's not by body cells. We are injecting that, so it is acquired by him. Hence the answer is artificially acquired passive immunity. Let's start part A here. So in which of the following cellular compartments do respiratory reactions occur? So mitochondria and cytoplasm. Easy one. So mitochondria where Krebs cycle takes place, and cytoplasm is where glycolysis takes place. Next, 77th one. A woman heterozygous for color blindness marries a colorblind man. What would be ratios of carrier daughters, colorblind daughters, normal sons, colorblind sons in F1 generation? I try to provide you the Punnett square explanation here. It's quite easy. So all you have to make is to the Punnett square part. So here you can see as they are heterozygous in nature, I try to provide you the green ones are or uh, the pure ones are which are not affected, and the red ones are affected ones. Here you can see the possibility. So this is from the female, this is from male, and when you go with this, you will be able to come to know that there is possibility of getting 1:1:1 generation. Quarter of the people will have all the features. Got it? So four of them, I'm sorry, so 1/4 of them are going to get all the features. So even in ratio wise, we can say that so 1:1:1 ratio of the people. And here you can see uh, the uninfected son, and here the carrier, and and here you can see infected female, and here the affected male as well. So hence the answer is 1:1:1 ratio. And next question is two semi-permeable two semi-permeable bags containing 2% sucrose are placed in two beakers. Okay, so here I took two beakers P, Q, and I added 2% sucrose here inside the semi-permeable bags containing P containing H2O simply, and Q containing 10% of sucrose again, right? Which one of the following outcomes is true? This basic process of osmosis. So when you say osmosis, the movement of molecules from lower concentration to higher concentration happens through semi-permeable membrane, or opposite to diffusion here. Here what happens is, as you can see, water is low concentration one and this sucrose is higher concentration. So obviously the water movement will take place inside the semi-permeable bag, and then it becomes turgid due to endoosmosis, due to entry or entry of molecules from lower to a higher concentration. The answer should be B here. Got it? Next question, 79th one. Children suffering from Ketonuria are given food low in phenylalanine and supplemented with tyrosine. This is because they're not able to utilize phenylalanine. So you can see the name itself corresponding it. So one of the diseases or disorders which is due to one particular amino acid is not being converted. So this can lead to a major defective in the behavior as well. But still, it is treatable. They should supposed to start the treatment from their younger age, as soon as when the karyotyping of parents takes place, and when their blood samples show certain traces of this, they have to start the treatment, right? And even it's a part of behavioral genetics, part of biology. Lastly, the 80th question. So here, two bottles of it, one sample water got from Ganga and another one from Kaveri, and both of them are under aerated condition. I'm sorry, there's no cap for this. And here the oxygen was determined. The oxygen which is present in both of the samples determined after a particular time. And when they found the results, the P bottle has 2% of oxygen, and Q has 10% of oxygen. So what could be the differentiation? So here you can say that Ganga is more polluted. As you see here, 2% resembles that. There are the microbes which are present, or the BOD, biological oxygen demand, which is present in this is low, and BOD of Kaveri is high. That means we have more amount of oxygen available in this water, hence we can say it is less polluted and Ganga is more polluted, right? This is the end of this question paper. So see you soon with one more question paper discussion.